revelation. My heart's thumbing through pages, come together, gravitation. For this holy party nation, represent for all creation. I'ma turn up, turn up, turn up till we turn the situation. Keep the kingdom in rotation, cause them automatic spraying. I mean the homies out there hanging, helicopters. I ain't playing what you saying, what you claiming. I mean everybody's banging. Turn your channel to the news, look how your country's behaving. MSN, CNN, show you how a fox do. USA, Russia, China wants the power too. Israel, Palestine, what the heck is wrong with you? Iraq in Chicago, but the kingdom coming through. Welcome to the kingdom. Welcome to the kingdom. Welcome to the kingdom. Welcome to the kingdom.
Hello, welcome. My name is EJ Harris, and you are tuned in to Conversations with the King. This is a video web series. Basically, we're going to be talking about real issues, getting to the meat of what happens in our society, our community, at home, everywhere, what's on your mind. This is a place where we're going to discuss it, we're going to talk about it, and we're going to see if we can find some solutions to make things better. My name is EJ Harris, like I told you guys, and one of the reasons why I do this is because I love God, I love people, and I love life. And I'm kind of getting tired of watching the news, watching things happen, and not doing anything, just sitting on the sidelines. So hopefully, this is one of my first attempts to maybe help, change things, kind of dissect myself in the community, so that way maybe I can kind of be a good cell to make things better, So to get right into it, give you some qualifications, information about myself. I'm from Los Angeles, California. I went to Crossroads High School in Santa Monica, played with former NBA star Baron Davis. We won a state championship. After that, I transferred to Crenshaw High School, which is a public high school in South Los Angeles, and I share that with you so you understand that I've seen both sides. I've seen the wealthiest of the wealthy, and I've also seen, the grimiest of the grimy, So I want to try to bring some balance and shed light on, everything, because we're all human beings. Also went to Washington State, played basketball there for the Cougars for a couple years, and then transferred to Sacramento State to finish school, and I graduated with a degree in history, and played ball there for a couple years. It was really good, had fun playing basketball, but after basketball I decided I wanted to do some other things with my life. Didn't know what, ended up getting into martial arts, found a job on Craigslist, and got into martial arts, and I've been doing it for the past 10 years. Ended up becoming an instructor, won a few championships, and then ended up getting my own school, running it for Robinson's Taekwondo. Now I have my own school called the Kingdom Martial Arts, which is in Folsom, California, which is an exciting thing of mine. So just to give you a little information, I'm a 3rd-degree black belt. All right, so I'm a tough guy, don't mess with me, just joking. All right, but to get into the meat of things, I want to talk about a lot of things that have been happening. We've been seeing a lot of violence on the news, a lot of violence on the TV. A lot of bad things happening. I mean, people are killing each other at an alarming rate. I mean, it's ridiculous. I mean, police brutality is one thing, it's bad, and we will cover that. But the violence that we're doing, that I'm seeing from black on black, white on white, Russian on Ukrainian, North Korean on South Korean, it's crazy, it's preposterous what we're doing to each other. Family members doing to each other. So it has to stop. And I would even go as far as introducing to say that maybe in America, nobody should have a gun unless they do 3 years of hand-to-hand combat, martial arts training. Because I think that if you do martial arts, your gun wouldn't be such a thing that you resort to for your protection, because you believe in yourself and your skills a little bit, and that would be your last resort. And if you want to own a gun, I mean, that's a very big responsibility. You kill somebody, right? And I think that if you have some hand-to-hand combat, excuse me, I think that you wouldn't resort to that so fast. So that's just one thing. Another thing that I want to bring up is that I see a lot of groups out there, Black Lives Matters, the Oath Keepers, a lot of different groups out there trying to make a difference, and that's cool. But let's be real. Let's talk about what's really happening in our communities. If we're going to confront, I guess, the government and I guess the powers that be about what's happening in the community, then maybe we need to confront our community members as well. Just being real, just throwing that out there. There were 16 shootings in Los Angeles in 4 days. I look at my Facebook from all my friends from Los Angeles, and there's people laid out on the street, blood splattered everywhere. 100 days, 100 nights, a little internet thing I heard that was going on where the gangs made a challenge to see who can kill the most people. That's crazy. If you guys are listening to me, you should stop it. Seriously. It's not cool. Taking somebody's life and killing someone is not cool. Defending yourself from somebody who's bad and trying to hurt you, that's a different story. But just going out there and just saying, hey, it's a sport, it's not a sport. That could be the cure to AIDS. That could be the cure for cancer. That could be the person to get us to the next planet because an asteroid's about to hit us. Hopefully not. Just joking. But I'm just saying, these are people that are valuable. Every life here is valuable. Don't ever think that any life is no valuable. Your life is valuable. So let's respect life a little bit more. And all you groups are out there, let's cover those things too. Let's be in the hood. Let's rally. Let's go on 10th Avenue. Probably don't know that that's in South Los Angeles. And let's rally. Let's go everywhere. And let's rally about, let's make change. Because if you stop that, the police won't have so much ammo to come at you. Let's just keep it real. Oh, it's a fly. Got a fly on the wall. That's cool. He's listening. It's like, hey. So let's talk about all that. There was a guy that was in Los Angeles that was beheaded on Pico. This isn't even in the hood. This is in West LA. People think that stuff is happening in Iraq and all these terrorist groups are doing things, but heck, it's happening right in Los Angeles, California. Right next door to you. Don't they matter too? I think everybody matters. I think we should talk about everything, and I think friends and family, we should need to hold each other more accountable. We need to hold our family members tight, show some unconditional love, give them a hug every now and then, because you can prevent these things happening. We all grew up in households where we were very mad sometimes, and we stormed out, and we did something stupid, or we felt like doing something stupid. How come us adults and us older people with wisdom, we should help those younger people see their way through and help them see something different so they don't throw their life away doing something senseless. And just because they don't do something today does not mean that they might not do little activities that can also take them out. So let's help them out, because that little thing right there can change our society, believe it or not. Okay, like I was telling you guys, man, there's people getting executed, head chopped off on Pico Avenue, so we don't have to go all the way to Iraq for that. So there's things that need to be done in our community, right here at home. Now, I won't act like police brutality doesn't exist, because police brutality does exist. Heck, I grew up in Los Angeles, 1992, watched my whole city get burned down. It was crazy. I was 10 years old, a lot for a 10-year-old to see. Sometimes I still get bad nerves when I see, law enforcement, and I know a lot of law enforcement. I know there's a lot of great law enforcement out there, so it's not about that. But I still my nerves get a little tingle. It's kind of weird, like PTSD. So, it's bad anytime somebody with an authoritative position, misuses it. And, it sucks. That could be, family member, that could be a boss, employer, anybody who misuses that is messed up. And it's even more messed up when people should protect certain things, And I'm really even willing to say that maybe we should change our policy in our neighborhoods, and we should change who polices our neighborhoods, how they're selected, and how they're trained. I think that could make a big difference, because when a police officer protects a neighborhood, that's a relationship. That's like a marriage. And so, I just don't want to be married to anybody. You know what I mean? But police are needed because, heck, you can't have a society with no order. A society with no order, nobody who can enforce laws or rules, is a society that will not grow. It will self-destruct. It will go downhill. So let's not act like we don't need police officers, because we do. Heck, I remember walking in Inglewood one time, you know what I mean? Late early 2000s, and heck, walking down certain streets, Eucalyptus, or it was a Hyde Park, as well as streets, and I saw a cop. I didn't know who it was, but when I saw the cop, I was a little, I ain't gonna lie, I was a little bit more happier. I was like, dang, I'm not gonna get popped. So let's keep it real. Let's talk about real things. You know, let's be honest about all that. So, you know, but maybe we should change who polices our neighborhood and how we pick them. Maybe, again, maybe I can go back to the martial arts. Maybe we need martial arts schools, and maybe martial arts schools should train different members of the community, and maybe those members of the community should be recommended to be police officers because they've proven that these people, that they're these great citizens and they really care about the community. I'm just saying. I think that will end a lot of nonsense. I mean, like I said, I went to Washington State, and I heard a recruitment for the Los Angeles Police Department in Pullman, Washington. Now, I'm not mad about giving people opportunities so they can have a job and take care of their family, whether that be law enforcement, whether it be military, work for the hospital. Does not matter to me. I'm not mad at that. You know? However, the people we pick to do certain jobs, let's be honest and let's be real about. That way our citizens and everybody can be happy. The police job should be very easy. We need police. They should be looking shiny. They should be looking sharp, looking official. But they shouldn't have to hunt people down, track people down. The community does that. We hold people accountable. Do you understand what I'm saying? I hope you do. That job shouldn't have to be done. But again, that doesn't mean that we don't need them, so we take cops off the street because of that. So they lose their jobs, so they're worried about losing their job and stuff like that because now crime is down. No, we still need you out there. We need you for different reasons. And those reasons will pop up into your brain when you see the need to help. There's a lot of things that happen in the world, you know? So that's just, these are just some of the ideas that I'm thinking about that I feel like we can share and talk about. I mean, feel free to comment on them. Feel free to let me know how you feel about them. But please do it in a respectful manner because these are open ideas. We are not saying any of these things are concrete. We just want to start some dialogue, and I will do my best to answer it, and I'm kind of facilitate that dialogue. You know, like I said, I'm a third-degree black belt. I'm a martial artist. I'm a pretty dangerous guy. However, I believe in helping people and doing good things for people, and this is my way of fighting back. You know, so just to keep things in perspective of what we're talking about. So to switch things up, talk about a different subject. We're going to talk about voting. This is going to be kind of fun because I like politics. Probably drink some water for this one. Excuse me. But let's talk about voting. My voting thing is not so much right now in this series geared towards everybody. I would say I'm talking to black people in this one. Let's keep it real. It is very, how can I say this without offending all of you guys? Because I know everybody gets offended when you say certain things that are against the status quo. But I'm here to make a change. I really don't care about the status quo. I want to do what's best for my people because I got kids too. They're going to be growing up in this world. But it's pretty, I don't think it's that strategic to put 95% of your votes into one party. Again, it is not strategic to put 95% of your votes into one party. Especially considering you put a party in office, they control 2/3 of the government, and you are the main reason why they're there, and they haven't done anything to help you at all. Let's just be real. We don't have to lie about it and take it personal. Let's be real so that way we can get better and move forward. This is not to condemn anybody. Because maybe that person who's in power or these people who are in power, maybe they weren't the ones to do that job. Maybe it's for somebody else. So it's not to condemn them. You know, we're not here for that. But if you vote 95% one way, and now another group gains control of the House or the government, to say, so we'll keep things simplified, of the government, and you didn't sit on any meetings, you don't control any of them getting elected or not elected, what do you think they're going to do for you? I'm just being real. What do you think is going to change? The problem is that we have to stop taking things so personal. Stop taking things personal and look at facts and what the real is, and let's move forward from there. Let's look at an issue, look at the facts of the issue, let God in the room, and let's make a decision. I hope you understand what I'm saying. Meaning I'm not for anybody. I'm just let's do what's right. whatever that issue may be. And I won't get into the issues right now. We'll do that on another series. You know, we'll talk. We have a lot to cover. Let's just stick to this one right now. So you let I'll speak to and I'm speaking to right now. I guess the African Americans, but everybody. This is for everybody because this is just open information. But you let leaders hijack your ideals and your beliefs and what you value. And those leaders hijack those ideas and your beliefs and what you value, and they did bad things, so you abandon your ideas and everything you believed in because you said those leaders suck and they're bad and what they stand for sucks. But all they did was just take over and just, I guess, take over it so they could implement their rules and laws. It was a sneak attack. If you believe in family, raise your hand. If you believe in good morals, raise your hand. If you believe in, government, but not a super big government so you can live your life, raise your hand. Right? These are some things that we all believe in. Some of those things that you believe in that another group represents. And I won't even say the group's name because if you're smart, you can probably put it together. Another group represents. So if you believe in all those things, but you don't do business with any of those people who hold those ideals that you believe in, and you basically sell out your ideals because somebody says they'll do something for you or they'll treat you better, a handout. I don't need any handouts. I'm an adult. I can take care of mine. Then you're at the, you're only playing yourself. Let's just be real. When I say that hijack your ideals, it's kind of like when the Bible says that there's false prophets that are coming. There's people who are going to say that they're about God and about Christ, about all these things that God are about, but you can look at the fruits of their actions and tell if they really are or not. They hijack your ideals. And you can't let somebody hijack your ideals. For instance, black people, you guys hate the Republican Party. We hate the Republican Party to say, right? But the Republican Party fought against slavery. I'm just going to throw that out there. At a time, it was abolitionists. That's where all the abolitionists were. Those are people who fought against slavery. Civil War ended. Some people who might have been on the other side may have joined that party so they can take over to win and they can basically rule the country. Just saying, just throwing that out there. I got my degree in history. So you ask, and you probably ask like, well, dang, EJ, why do you feel this way? Why are you trying to defend these things? Because my family has been here for hundreds of years. For however way it happened, it happened, and I'm here. My ancestors helped build this country. My ancestors gave blood in wars. My ancestors did a lot of things. So to destroy my country, to give it to some foreign entity or just to anything is spitting in my ancestors' face. Because best believe if some other country takes over our country or we just fell down like that, where do you think we'll be at then, people? I'm just throwing that out there. You think now they're going to talk about the issues and how you were mistreated all this time? Only time somebody will talk like that is to rally you to go against some folks, like you see happen all over the world when our country gives other countries guns to go against another government. But they really don't care. We really don't care about those people's cause and what they're doing. We care about, hey, they're going to shoot some people for us, and hey, we'll win. Hey, let's do it. So what I'm saying is that let's stop being so naive and stop being so silly. Let's stop taking things so personal. Let's be more strategic. Hey, how about half of our population who probably are conservative? A lot of you guys go to church every Sunday. You believe in traditional values. You're probably more conservative than you are liberal. And all my people who are liberal, you guys live it up, do what you do, and let's have balance. It's called yin and yang. The Asians have been talking about for thousands of years. It's called balance. We need people to push the envelope on this side. We need people to push the envelope on this side. That way we can know which way to walk, so we can go straight and do things the right way. We've tested all these things. Now I can be the guy. We have all that. We've seen both things. Now let's make a good decision for all the human beings. Okay, let's stop taking things personal. Half the votes over there, half the votes over here. Let's control who gets the Republican primary nomination. Let's control who gets the Democratic primary nomination. When you do that, then they will care about you and what you have going on, your issues and what you're doing. Because you know how to play the game. Right now, you like Malcolm X said, you can look him up on YouTube, you are a political chump. Straight up. And I'm not going to sugarcoat it. Some of you guys might be mad about it, but you are. You know? I've watched the administration, God bless their soul, do everything for everybody in the world, but do nothing for us. I mean, take for example, I've watched Iran get their money released to them, and somebody told me, well, it was their money. Well, heck, we worked hard for centuries and we didn't get anything. Should we get our money? Japan's got money from getting bombed. Jews have gotten money from still getting money from the Holocaust. Heck, everybody's getting paid because everybody's holding each other accountable. Everybody's what's right and wrong, and they're saying they're not being chumps. So think about it. I mean, we've seen everybody's issues get help in this country. We've seen them fight. People fight for immigration. People fight for every cause in the world. But we still have not corrected something that can make the world a better place. Reconciliation. So God can look at human beings like you guys got it together and you guys can move forward and make things happen. Now back to what I was saying about what I've watched. I mean, politically, I've watched even the Kenyans get $1 billion. I'm glad I'm glad Africa's getting money. Africa needs money. Africa needs help too. Those are our brothers too and sisters. But I still watch them get money and our people help somebody get elected and that person doesn't do anything. Just throwing that out there. No disrespect. Maybe we should talk one day. You know? So we have to switch up what we're doing in politics. You know, we'll talk more about that because I can go on and on about that. I mean, to be honest with you guys, this is a battle between good and evil. This is right and wrong. This is not about your sexuality. This is not about your race. This is just about good and wrong. And the enemy will use whatever tool and minion that he has, whether it be your difference of your color, your pocketbook, your education, whatever minions or tools he can do to make us all self-destructive, throw it all away. He wants us to throw it all away. Muslims, Jews, and Christians, you guys are ridiculous. How are you guys all going to claim, and I am a Christian, so I'm not speaking as somebody who's attacking you, how are we going to claim that, you know, we're of God and kill each other and it's all about faith and we're all supposed to be from Abraham? I'm just throwing it out there. Stop disrespecting what this is about. Stop disrespecting it. I almost feel like showing up to your church. Speaking of churches, because I'm getting kind of pumped up, and this is real talk. If your church is ordaining ministers to be that are gay and transgender, throwing this out there, you might want to leave that church. We will not break a 2,000-year-old tradition to make you feel better about your activities. I don't care about your activities. You know what you do in your bed and personally at home, how you love somebody and what you do is, I do not care. I love my family. I do my thing. I am about my folks. God is the judge of that. I do not care. However, nobody will try to pervert and try to throw off this doctrine that God has played into place for 2,000 years. Gays, transgenders, you know, queers, they have been living forever. Okay? I know people who are gay. All right? There's no disrespect to you. Been here forever, but we won't taint our tradition because of that. We won't do it. And Christians, you need to step up your game. Sunday morning at 11 o'clock is the most segregated day in America. Quote Martin Luther King, because that's who said that. It's the most segregated day in America. So what that mean is that Russians are worshiping with Russians, blacks are worshiping with blacks, whites are worshiping with whites, Asians are worshiping with Asians, but this is the body of Christ. It's not about your people, it's about all of us. So collectively, we all need to do some things. And that's probably why I brought up the gender thing, because in order to move forward, we have to set in stone that these are the rules. Kind of like the police being around, back to that subject. You know, these are the rules. This is how it was set up for us, and this is how we play the game to be successful. Okay? This is not about me scoring 30 points, him scoring 30 points. I'm a point guard. It's about winning the game. Okay? If I got to give it to this guy, give it to that, throw my assist. If I got to play defense, if I got to take one for the team, we all do that because we all a team. So that's the first of this web seminar, web series. And I hope you guys enjoyed it. And I hope that you comment on it, and I hope let's talk about some things, and let's cover all the issues. Let's talk about everything. Let's put it out there on the table, and let's not be disrespectful. Some things are going to be sensitive subjects, and this is going to be a place where we can cover it. Like I just talked about slavery. I talked about homosexuality, and I didn't talk about my politics about that. I just talked about the church cannot be forced to do something that's against the church's will. You have your belief in what you believe in. You can't make me change my belief because of that. You know, the reason why anybody is able to do what they do in this country is because of the church. Like I say again, the church set this up. The Judeo-Christian belief is what led us to get to where we're at. And it's not a belief that imposes. It's a belief of tolerance, a belief of faith that, you know, through time, we'll get to this point. So it's tolerance. So if you're able to live your lifestyle, do what you do in this country, it's because of that belief. If you go anywhere else in the world and you try to put your belief in what you're talking about, they will probably cut your head off. Guaranteed. So let's not batter this country. Let's not, excuse my language, let's not disrespect that. Let's hold that with honor. And let's make this place a great place. Let's be an example for the rest of the world, so the rest of the world wants it for itself. As long as we keep playing games in this country, not supporting one another, not being real, being full of stuff, judging, not showing unconditional love, stereotyping, because they do exist. And yeah, we probably will all fit some stereotypes because it's called culture, right? Let's stop that and let's help the world. Okay? If you're new to this country, you're an immigrant, respect this country. Don't come into this country and tell somebody whose family has been in this country for hundreds of years, and with all due respect, for hundreds of years, and tell them that slavery wasn't a long time ago. So 151 years ago, my grandmother was 93. Civil Rights Act was implemented in 1964. So we're still growing as a country, getting better and improving. If you're going to come to this great country that allows you to do what you do, flourish, make money, be successful, contribute, help, be about these people, show the people who have been here respect and love. Because that Christian, that Judeo-Christian belief, that's what allowed you to be here and allowed you to flourish and be able to send money back to your country so you can help your people. If you come to this country and you're not from this country, you should be one to go help send money back to your country to help the people, to build the infrastructure. But you're going to play ball over here. You're going to care about the day-to-day lives of the people over here. Because if you don't care about us, why should the people over here care about your folks? When you become our friend and we become friends, now we start to care about each other and your family. I care about your family, your kids, what happens to you guys. Like you probably care about my kids and my family, what happens to us. That's how we do this. That's how you beat the enemy. Okay? And that's me, the Kingdom. Sign off. Check out my album, King of Kings. It's on Google Play, Amazon, all that stuff. Support the movement, you know. So, we covered a lot of stuff today. Sure, some of you guys were at home just, that's good. Because you know what? That's how change happens. That's how we move forward. It's called growing pains. We can have some of those. But that's the end of it. I want to thank all you guys for listening to my rants, listening to my rambles, listening to all the craziness that I have to throw out there. I appreciate you. Want to send a big shout out to my man, CB Photography, my boy Kobe, for filming me and putting me on this camera, making me look like a superstar. Shout out to him. And I want to shout out to everybody out there. Hopefully you guys stick with this and we move forward and we do some big things. All right? Kingdom, one.